On today's video, we will be taking a dive into white fragility. Picture this, you're sitting around a table, having a conversation about race, and someone brings up the uncomfortable topic of the realities of systemic racism. Well, hold on to your hats because it's gonna get a little bit rocky from here on. Meet Fragile Frank, the embodiment of white fragility. Now, Frank is not a bad guy, but when it comes to discussions about race and racism, he gets all defensive and uncomfortable. When someone talks about white privilege, Frank's immediate reaction is,
Hold on a second. I have worked very hard for every single thing that I have. I'm not privileged.
And if you try to bring up the history of racism and its lingering effects, Frank is likely to unleash a storm of anger. It's like poking a beehive with a stick. He will say things like,
Why are we talking about this? Why can't we just move on?
But here's the thing, white fragility is not about calling anyone fragile or weak. It's about recognizing the patterns and tendencies that can show up when uncomfortable racial conversations arise. We all have blind spots after all. In this book, DiAngelo says, white fragility is not a weakness per se. In fact, it is a powerful means of white racial control and the protection of white advantage. It is about how it serves as a way to maintain the status quo and uphold systems of inequality. By acknowledging and understanding white fragility, we can break free from this cycle. Instead of avoiding these conversations, we can lean into the discomfort and work towards meaningful change. If you're asking yourself whether living in a world without racism is possible, the answer is yes. Anything man-made can be recreated and reinvented. Stay tuned for part 2 as I share with you examples of just what white fragility looks like.